Hi, and welcome to Three Questions with. Got my buddy John DuPont with us. Hey, John, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
So, John, I asked you to come on the show today because I know you have some job openings available. So, I asked you to come on, talk a little bit about the staffing agency and the jobs you have available. So, what's available right now?
Yeah, definitely. So we have a lot of jobs available right now. A few that we have multiple openings for are senior accountants, financial analysts, and internal auditors seem to be very popular right now.
So, what type of qualifications do people need to apply for those types of jobs?
So for these types of jobs, we're looking for people that have a couple years experience, nothing too crazy. We're talking maybe 2 to 5. The more the merrier, but that's kind of what we're looking at is 2 to 5 years. If you have experience in public accounting and industry, that's great. But one or the other is usually fine too. We're open to people with different backgrounds, but that's kind of the gist of it.
Because often, as a professor, it's kind of funny, John. I teach freshmen, and then 3 years later, all of a sudden, these freshmen are seniors, and like, who is that guy that does the networking? They'll reach out and they're looking for a job because they didn't listen to me freshman year, John. Because like I got plenty of time until then you get to be senior, and you're like, oh my God, I need a job and stuff. So, how about that recent college graduate? Can you help them too?
I can. I always do my best to help everybody. The recent graduates, it's easier for me to be able to help them if they have some internship experience at least. So, and I'm sure you push that on your students, how important that is.
Yeah.
So that definitely goes a long way.
Yep. So any other types of jobs available right now that people may have an interest in?
For right now, those are the three big ones. I mean, I do have some higher level roles, like director, FP&A,
Yep.
CFO type positions. Those are going to be a much smaller group of people that those are going to be right for,
Sure.
and they're in the biotech industry.
Okay.
But the big ones, like I said, I mean, senior accountants, we have a ton of, openings for. So always looking to connect with more.
So John, what's the best approach? Because I remember being there, you're working in a job, it's time to make a change, but you're trying to keep it quiet because you don't want your boss to get upset. What's the best approach to reach out to you saying, hey, it's time for a change. I want to talk to you without making sure my boss doesn't find out about it and, everything ends badly for me.
Definitely. I would say the best way is you can find me on LinkedIn. Just look for John DuPont. I should be right at the top there. Or feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, 978-602-6641. And, I keep everything discreet. I'm a transparent person. So, I don't try and hide anything from you, but I am going to certainly hide your search from your company.
No, all kidding aside, obviously that's very important. But I think, personally, I think it's important every couple of years to just take a look at what's out there. Sometimes people just never do that. You're like, oh, I've been at this level for X amount of time, and you may be qualified to get a promotion at a different company. Does it make sense just to kind of keep your options open, if you will, John?
Absolutely. It's very unfortunate that there are a lot of companies out there, not every company, but there are a lot out there who don't really have the mentality of promoting from within, which I mean, I wish there was more of because they end up losing out on a lot of talent, people who already know the business. But yeah, I mean, I recommend to everybody, even if you're not actively looking, use somebody like me as just a free resource. It's okay to be passively looking at, you might like your job, whatever you're currently doing, but if there's something out there that you would absolutely love and be a perfect fit, you might not ever know about it if you're not, A, looking for yourself, or B, just using a resource like myself to, kind of keep you in the loop on everything.
I love that, John, because I've had friends in that situation. They're sitting at their desk one day, they get a call from someone like you. They had no intentions of looking, doing anything. And then they find out about something like, wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity.
Yeah.
At 2:30, they had no intention. At 2:36, they're like, oh my God, I'm going on a job interview. That happens.
Absolutely. And I would say that, another important part of that is once you're open to, passively looking, I think it's equally as important to make sure that your resume is always updated. The longer that you are somewhere, chances are you're taking on more and more responsibilities. And it always makes sense to add those to your resume, keep it up to date. That
That
way,
is
if
great.
opportunity knocks, you're ready to go.
Yeah, because I've seen that happen, John, where exactly your scenario, and you're like, oh, I've been here 4 years. I haven't updated my resume. I started off as a staff accountant doing X, and now I'm doing 4 other things that I just don't have on my resume. And it's just enough to, I have to update my resume. But to your point, if you keep it up to date at all times, if something does present itself, it's like, hang on, John, I can send it to you right now. And so that, I think that's really great advice. And if we ask 10 people, probably 8 of us don't have an up-to-date resume, so
Right.
cool. All right, let's grab your contact information one more time, but how do people reach out to you? How do they learn more?
Yeah, so find me on LinkedIn, John DuPont. You can give me a call, shoot me a text at 978-602-6641, or feel free to email me at John, John, at Brennan, Brennan, staffinggroup.com. Always happy to have a conversation.
John, appreciate you taking a couple minutes to come on the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thanks for having me, Kevin. Appreciate it.